Our first performer tonight is Will Bartowski.
Will is one of those lucky and rare people that happens to find success in pretty much everything he does.
He's one of the few freshmen who qualified to our state team, and better yet, he was one of the only freshmen to make it to the state final round and earn second place for his 4-minute speech. This is a huge feat for anyone, let alone a freshman.
So with that being said, please welcome Will, who had a weird dream one night, which was the inspiration for his 4-minute speech titled Dreaming.
One day I went for a walk. Nothing special, just a walk down the street. But then, weird things started happening. I could have sworn that I saw a man with 3 eyes, but then I thought to myself, wait a minute, that's kind of impossible. So I kept on walking. But as I turned around, it turns out he did have 3 eyes. He was an alien. He pulled out his death ray and started wreaking havoc across the town. I rode my unicorn into battle and saved the day. And then I realized, I'm Batman. Allow me to answer the question on your mind. No, I did not escape from the insane asylum. I was just dreaming. However, this does raise an interesting question. Why do we dream? And why do we dream such crazy and outrageous things? I'll be explaining the top theory on why we dream, how we dream, and the benefits of dreaming. So to answer the question of why we dream, we can look to the top theory in this field. It's called the psychoanalytic theory, and it was developed by a neurologist named Sigmund Freud. In his theory, he says we dream of unconscious thoughts, desires, and motivations, things we instinctually want but repress from our consciousness. This allows us to do whatever we want, without any of the actual consequences of our actions. Based on this theory, I want to be Batman. But don't judge me, I know you want to be Batman too. Now, it's nice to know why we dream, but this does nothing to answer the question of how we dream. So how does it all work? The process is actually quite simple. After we've been sleeping for a while, our brain enters something called a REM cycle. In this REM cycle, or REM cycle, basically what happens is our brain becomes active, specifically the part of our brain called the limbic system. Now, what's the limbic system, you ask? It's the part of our brain that deals with emotions, sensations, and memories. When our brain realizes this, it synthesizes and interprets this internal activity, attempting to find meaning in these signals, which results in a dream. A great example of this actually happening is when you fall asleep watching a scary movie. In this case, your limbic system would most likely be filled with feelings such as fear or suspense. When your brain realizes this, it processes this into a scenario, which in this case would result in a nightmare, like being forced to watch an entire season of Here Comes Son Boo. But by now you're probably wondering, how does lingering emotions turn into aliens and unicorns and Batman? This is one of the most interesting parts about dreaming, because the possibilities are literally endless. When Alan Hobson, a scientist who studies the properties of these dreams, explained this, he said that dreaming is where we're the most creative. Our brain can come up with the most ridiculous and nonsensical scenarios out of our old emotions and ideas. But no matter how crazy or even boring these dreams are, none of the time spent dreaming them is wasted. Because dreaming actually has benefits. First, dreaming has health benefits. The National Sleep Foundation, you can just imagine some of the wild times they've had, conducted an experiment to find how dreaming has benefits. They found that dreamers produce more brain and nerve cells than people who don't dream. Next, dreaming has emotional benefits. Dreaming has been proven to make you a lot happier, which is a really good thing, especially if you're dealing with problems such as depression. And lastly, dreaming has intellectual benefits. The part of your brain that's responsible for dreaming is also responsible for emotional thought process. The more you dream, the more developed this region will be. So the next time you dream, hopefully you'll have more of an idea of what the heck is going on. But no matter what the dream is about, your brain will be stronger and more developed by the time you wake up. Now when you find yourself suiting up to fight some aliens, just remember, your unicorn will be waiting in your head.